1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4. I need to figure out how to light my face. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be here. It has been like a week and some change. I'm really not good at setting myself a schedule. I'm aware of this flaw and I need to work on it. Don't come for me. In my last video, I did an unboxing of some Tarte products that I had ordered because they had that deal, which was like $200 worth of Tarte products for like 60 bucks. So today, I'm actually... going to be going through these products with you. I have already worn this full face that I'm about to do for you today. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's pretty straightforward and basic. I'd say it's even maybe more minimal. More minimal? It is less than what I wear for my everyday makeup look, but I am just going to be showcasing the products that I unboxed for you in my previous video. I will link that video in the description box down below. I went ahead and just did my makeup with these products already, so I can talk more honestly with you about them. So I have gained some subscribers in my absence. I went from like 84 subscribers to 86, 87, somewhere along there. We are getting closer to that goal of 100 subscribers, and as I've talked about before, we all know it's going to happen when I hit 100 subscribers. We're going to do another giveaway. Let's just hop into this video. Got my caffeine, got my water, ready to stay hydrated and caffeinated, and let's do this. So I'm well aware that this is not my most attractive hairstyle. I didn't do anything to my hair today. I took a shower last night, towel dried it, went to bed with it kind of wet, woke up with it kind of like wavy and just unkempt. I'm actually getting my hair done, guys. I have not cut or trimmed my hair in like 4 years. That's a long time. And I mean, I'm kind of like sitting low so you can't really see, but I have long hair, and my hair is completely natural and uncolor treated. I haven't dyed my hair or colored my hair since my 25th birthday, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am, so you're just going to have to trust me that that's been a while. When I go to get my hair done, I think I'm actually going to make that like a video and take you guys along with me, and you can see my hair transformation. I'm very excited about it. I have some ideas. I've saved some pictures. You'll just have to wait and see. I have to get permission from the stylist and the salon in order for me to record. So stay tuned on that. My hair is what it is. My son had swimming lessons today, and with swimming lessons, I sit out in the sun, try to get a little tan. Let's hop in. I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to do this off camera because y'all know the routine when it comes to priming. I'm like really inspired to whiz through this because I want to go shopping later. There's a boutique up the street from me that a couple of women from my church have gone to, and they've raved about it, and now I'm kind of like, I went to their website and their social media. There's a makeup bag there that I want. And I know that I just got a makeup bag, but you can never have too many makeup bags because you can use them for more than just makeup. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start with a conversation about this. Number one, I don't love how this blends out with a damp beauty blender or even a dry beauty blender. I don't enjoy how this blends out with a beauty blender. So I have been using it with the paddle brush. I have already played with some of these. I'm flipping you off. I didn't mean it. I don't mean it. I have enjoyed playing with these two products together, so I'll talk about the paddle brush in a second. Let's just focus on the foundation for right now. It's very creamy when it goes on, for sure. But I will say that you have to really apply it kind of generously to get some decent coverage, because I will say it blends out pretty sheer. So I actually give the paddle brush a little spray of my luminous setting spray from Morphe, and then I just start blending it in. Oh, I need to really put a mirror out so I'm not constantly looking at myself in the viewfinder, because I feel like that's annoying, like just looking at myself the whole time. I mean, it's not annoying for me. And I don't know what's going on right here, but I swear to God, it's because it's summer. I don't know, but I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, my skin has been not wanting to hold on to pigment. So we're gonna have to work with that today. You'll just have to forgive me. It is a very nice, creamy product. However, I will say that it is not as full coverage as I like, but I also feel like maybe in the summertime, especially here in Maryland with these, you know, 85 to 95 degree temperatures, that a lighter formula is probably not a bad thing for me. And you can see it blends out really, really easily. And it's also kind of light, but once I put on my concealer and my bronzer, it's no big deal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more. You'll definitely see some freckling if you don't set this, if you don't use a bronzer. You know, and again, maybe in the summertime, some freckling is like okay. You know, some people don't mind the freckling. I'm so full coverage, I don't totally love the sheer looks. You know what I mean? I'm not dissing this product at all. You know, and at the end of this video, I'll definitely talk about with you whether or not I would repurchase any of these products. So let's focus on the paddle brush now. I actually really enjoy the paddle brush. As I stated in my previous video, I have really no experience with paddle brushes. I don't own any paddle brushes. I will say that it's a little like wonky-ish, like not to diss Tarte because y'all know I love Tarte, but like I feel like if you held it down here too much, it would inevitably, it's gonna snap at some point. It's just, it's not a metal paddle brush, it's a plastic paddle brush. So I feel like this could snap really easily. So I tend to hold it like either like this or kind of down here and hold it with my thumb. Because I feel like if I grab it right here, I'm giving it a little extra support. It's not going to snap. So I don't know how much longevity I'm actually going to get out of this brush. I just feel like it's going to snap at some point. I brought my lights down just a little. Again, you might not be able to see it. I can see it, especially in my magnifying mirror right here in front of me. Yeah, it's not the foundation's fault. My skin is just being ridiculous and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm wearing sunblock on my skin a lot more, especially being outside for swim lessons. Like I'm definitely blocking my face. I don't know why this is happening, but like pigmentation is just not laying down there. So that's a little annoying. As you see, I have a little bit of a blemish, so the foundation definitely covered that, which is really nice. So it's definitely what I would call a natural to buildable coverage. So I don't hate it at all. Actually, I really don't hate it. So there's the foundation, and now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer. I'm gonna do this part off camera because I'm using the Shape Tape from Tarte. You guys know that this is my tried and true, one of my favorites. I talk about it all the time in my channel. So there's really no need to take up the time in this video. Y'all know how I conceal, and so I'm just gonna do this really quick and be right back. So I actually did decide to do this on camera just because I want to show you how the paddle brush blends out a creamier product. I feel like the paddle brush can kind of wipe away the product. So I feel like I'm finding myself stippling a lot of the time, especially right here where my skin is just not wanting to hold pigmentation right now. I don't know if it's because it's a new brush. Maybe, you know, the hairs of the brush need to like break in a little more. Because I've only used this paddle brush like twice other than today. So, you know, I feel like some of it is still really new. Hairs on the paddle brush actually do feel very, very soft. They're not hard by any means. They're not, you know, scraping away at my skin. I don't hate it. The Shape Tape concealer is a little bit more of like a watery based product, so it blends it out nicely. I actually set my face with this middle color here, the color Burst. I know that this is really like two highlighters and a bronzer, but when I was playing with it the other day, I was like, let me go ahead and try setting my face with this more like flesh toned bronzer and see what it does. I didn't hate it, so I'm actually going to do that now on camera for you. And I'm going to take my big fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pat it into the skin. Just stippling motions with my big fluffy brush. It's not what I would substitute my everyday setting powder for, not at all. But like if I was traveling and all I wanted to do was pack this palette, then I would have no problems using that middle highlight to set all over my face to give me kind of like a dewy look. I'm using a big fluffy brush to do this because I just want it to be like a little flush of highlight all over the skin. Just so it's giving me just like a little bit of a glow, like an all over glow. So I'm not one to recommend setting your entire face with a highlighter, which is essentially, I mean, that's what this is. It's a highlighter. But like I said, if you're traveling for the weekend and you don't want to bring a whole bunch of stuff, you could get away with doing that if you have a big fluffy brush and you just give yourself like, you know, a little dusting. I gotta say, the other day when I wore the highlighter as the all over setting powder for my face, I really did enjoy the longevity of it. This worked really well for me and lasted me a good amount of the day. So moving on. So now I'm gonna move on to the bronzing part of this palette, and I'm just gonna give myself a little sweeping, just a little sweepy. I'm gonna tap off the extra. As I said in my unboxing video, that I felt like this color was gonna be a little muddy for me and wasn't gonna be really that fitting for my skin tone. But like I said, when I played with this makeup the other day, I did find that when I went in with a really soft hand and started to slowly build up the color, it actually worked out okay. It kind of works, you know, you can get away with it for sure. It gives a nice little like sun-kissed glow. All of the products in this little Pro Glow To Go palette have just a touch of like reflect in it. So I mean, if you're not somebody who likes a dewy, you know, overall kind of shimmery look, then I wouldn't recommend this little palette for you. But because I tend to lean more towards the dewy, highlighty, shimmery side of things, it works for me. Very light little bronze on the nose. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of it and put it right in my crease right there, just for some added dimension and, you know, illusion of being sun-kissed and tanned. Just right in my crease like that. That's all. So now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender. I'm going to go back into that highlight that I used to set my all over face. And I'm going to carve out the sides of my nose. So you're going to see it definitely adds a little shimmer on the side of the nose. So if you're somebody that's a little oily and perhaps collect a lot of oil on your nose, I wouldn't use this highlighter for that purpose. I would keep this strictly for where highlighters are supposed to go, which is the eyebrow bone, cheekbones, inner corner of the eye, maybe the high points of the forehead, and that's it. And blend that in and sweep a little bit of it under the eye, maybe even stipple. And then going back in with that fluffy brush that I love, I'm just literally like touching it to the bronzer, tapping it, and I'm going right underneath my lip just to give the illusion of a poutier, fuller lip. Although I've always had a heavier bottom lip, so I don't need a whole lot of help in that department, but it just adds a little something. So that is the face using only this palette and the foundation. So talking about this palette really quickly, like I said, if you were traveling for the weekend and you needed just like one thing or like an overnight, I don't know, maybe you're sleeping at your boyfriend's house, maybe you're staying at a girlfriend's house, maybe you're just taking like a last minute little day trip to the beach and you're gonna go out that night, sleep over, come back the next morning, whatever. This isn't a bad thing to have. I do like this a lot. Do I think I'm gonna repurchase it? Probably not, just because, I don't know, I love my Park Avenue Princess bronzer from Tarte, and I would say that that's probably the only game changer for me. If they had an actual setting powder that I could get a whole lot of use out of as like an everyday thing, along with maybe if they switched out that bronzer to the Park Avenue Princess bronzer, which I feel like is a little more versatile for my skin tone, or at least the lighter, more fair skin tones, then this would definitely be like a repurchase for me. You know, or maybe they could make a couple different ones of these that have different shades of bronzer, but otherwise than that, I mean, my skin looks great. There's definitely nothing wrong with how my skin looks right now, so I do enjoy the product. Okay, brows are done. If you want to see my updated brow tutorial, I will link that in the description box for you. But yeah, the brows are done. The skin looks nice. I mean, I will say that the The powder does or can tend to crease underneath your eyes. The reason why this palette can be so versatile is I'm going to take that bronze color, I'm going to take that fluffy brush, I'm just going to reapply a little color in the crease, just very light like so. Taking that top highlight color and I'm just going to apply it right on the center of my lid. Okay, so this glitter pen, first of all, let me tell you something about this, the Sugar Rush Sparkler Glide On Shadow. I went to my parents' house the other day to visit with them, and they have a pool in their backyard. This was this last Sunday, and I did my makeup for church and everything like that, and I wasn't going to get my face wet or anything like that, but everybody started getting into the pool. It became like a family event, and everybody was swimming, so I said, hey, you know what, it's just makeup. So I decided to, you know, submerge myself in water. I cannot tell you the amount of feedback I got from different family members about how they could not believe that this eyeshadow stayed on perfectly throughout my whole swimming experience. So that's a major plus that I have to say about this. I'm going to now just put this on top of that shadow. I will say that I find that it stays a lot better when it's on top of a another shadow, kind of, I don't know, so that shadow acts like a base. Voila! I went ahead and curled my eyelashes off camera, and now I'm going to be applying the Lights Camera Splashes Waterproof Mascara. I don't want to have a negative feeling towards it just yet, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a brand new mascara, and you know, for somebody who has worn all different types of mascaras, I understand that there's kind of like, you know, a process it has to go through. Like, it does need time to become like tacky. It's not giving me the life to my lashes that the Better Than Sex mascara does. But having said that, this was another product that did last a good amount of time when I was in the pool. With the Better Than Sex mascara, I find that not only does it give my lashes length, but it also gives my lashes body. I feel like for my lashes, which are kind of flat and straight and sparse, this just doesn't give my lashes a whole lot of life. But again, after a couple of weeks of using it, I'd be like, oh, well, never mind. It works great. That's the first layer of mascara on this eye. Now I'm going to hop over to the other eye and I will add another layer of mascara. This is 2 layers on each eye of the mascara. I'm going to let that dry because, as you know, whenever you get mascara anywhere as you're doing your makeup, don't panic. Don't go right to like wiping it away. So let it dry down, and then it should remove like a dry eraser. So try to ignore this on my lid until it's time to remove it. Does this mascara add a little something to the look? Yeah, of course it does. But does it do more than I feel like any other mascara could do? No. Okay, so I did go ahead and give myself like a 3rd coat of mascara on the top lash and then a 2nd coat on the bottom lash. So we're cooking with oil. We're almost there. So I'm going to go into that gleam color, that top highlight color that I used on my lid. I'm going to put a generous amount on my JH40 brush. I'm not going to keep it specifically right here to the inner corner like tear duct area. I'm actually going to really put it on that inner corner, like right tucked in there by my nose. I took some of my cookie highlighter and put it on my eyebrow bone because, you know, girlfriend loves her cookie highlighter, so we just had to do that, y'all. All I'm saying, okay? I'm only going to keep this part in the video just because I kind of have been doing my blush a little differently lately. I saw this video on YouTube of this girl. I'll see if I can find her video and link it down below for you, but it kind of blew my mind as far as how like where you place blush is really a game changer on how it frames your face. I know that's like a no duh for some people, but you know, like, you know, Jaclyn Hill, for example, has these beautiful, full, luscious, round cheeks. So she applied her blush right on the apples of her cheeks, and she even highlights the hell out of her cheeks. I mean, she puts highlighter not just on her cheekbone, but smack in the middle on the apples of her cheeks, because she has these beautiful, full, plump cheeks, and she wants to accent them. As you can see, I don't really have like round cheeks. You know, I kind of have like a concave-ish kind of cheek right here, but then you see my cheekbone sits up nice and high right here. So I actually saw this girl on her YouTube video who has kind of like high cheekbones like I do. I applied her blush more up here and not so much right here. So it kind of blends in to my contour. So I'm not going to apply any right here. I feel like that looks so much different. I don't know if I'm gonna rock it like this forever and ever, but I kind of like how it blends into the contour, and I'm putting it like on the higher parts of my cheek, so therefore it's gonna give me that lifted and high pulled back taut face that you know I love. I'm going to be using that Gleam color, and then I'm going to take my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray, spray the brush, and now we're gonna highlight. It gives a very beautiful, like ethereal vibe. Yeah, it's so pretty. It's not as blinding as my cookie highlight, which again, y'all know that I love, but it definitely is noticeable. You definitely see it. So now I'm gonna set my face. Okay, so I took my hair down. It's not pinned back anymore, so you're getting a little bit more idea of the vibe of the face. I am going to now apply that Zipline lip gloss that I got with my Tarte order. Okay, and that is it for this look. So I don't have my hair done, so you're just gonna have to forgive me. It's a little kind of unruly right now. But yeah, that is all of the products that I got from my Tarte order. So to run through really quickly, because I know this video is getting on like a long time now. I really do love this palette. Will I repurchase it again? I don't know. Parts of me say I will, because it's so versatile. As you saw, I literally used this entire palette for my whole face. I used this to set my face. I used it to highlight. I used it to bronze. I even used it for my contour. I used it for my eyeshadow. I mean, so I can get a lot of use out of all these products. I feel like this is a very versatile palette, which draws me to it. The foundation stick, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it works out pretty well. It gives some decent coverage. It definitely covered some of the blemishes I've been kind of battling with. If you lay down a couple of layers, it's definitely buildable. You know, if you want something a little more sheer, where like you saw, you could see a little bit of my freckling. I would buy this again. Yeah, I would definitely buy this again. It's cute. It's got a cute component. It's creamy. It's easily blendable. I mean, the only thing, like I said, that I would complain about it is that you have to really layer it to get some coverage out of it, but I would definitely repurchase this again. The paddle brush, well, obviously I don't need to repurchase it because I own it, but I mean, if it breaks, would I repurchase it? No, I'm not going to repurchase this. I feel like there's other paddle brushes out there that could do just as good of a job and might be a little better made. It is like a wonky kind of material. The hairs are very, very soft, so I do enjoy that. I will say that this, compared to like other brushes, this definitely seems like it speeds up the process of blending and face application and stuff. But this specific paddle brush, if and when it decides to pass on, I will not be repurchasing this one specifically. I really love the lip gloss. I mean, the lip gloss is really amazing. I mean, as you can see, it's pigmented. It gives a nice supple, juicy look to your lips. It's very hydrating. It's not like sticky or tacky like some lip glosses can tend to be. It's really a very nice lip gloss, so I enjoy it quite a bit. So I do recommend this lip gloss. This is the color Zipline, and I will be repurchasing more of the H2O lip glosses from Tarte. To talk about the mascara. I don't love the mascara. Again, I'm not willing to throw in the towel yet. Like I want to have so much hope for this that once it becomes a little more tacky, that it will do more. You can definitely tell that I have some lashes. I mean, it doesn't leave my lashes totally and completely flat, but I'm just saying that it doesn't give my lashes as much life and as much oomph and as much length and fullness as the waterproof Better Than Sex mascara from Tarte. That is my go-to ride or die mascara. I like like it on my bottom lashes. I think it definitely does a good job like separating my bottom lashes. I think it gives you a cute moment. As of right now, I would not repurchase this. Sorry to those who love it. I gotta say, the makeup bag, I mean, it holds a lot of stuff and I really like it. I mean, you can put your, you know, your setting powder in there. You can put your eyebrow gel in there. You could put another bronzer in there. I mean, you can put like other brushes in there. I mean, all the brushes that I use in today's video. Without the hair. What the fuck? So the bag is magical. So it's a great overnight or weekender bag if you are going somewhere on a short trip, or even if you are a minimalist when it comes to your makeup and you're taking like a week-long trip. This clearly holds enough. You know what I mean? Before I head out, I forgot to give my final review on the glitter stick. I mean, I think I kind of pretty much said in the beginning of the video or somewhere in the middle of the video that this is an amazing product. It seems like it's pretty waterproof. It lasts all day. I was able to get away with wearing it in the pool and it didn't smudge. I really do like this product. I really, really do. If you had on like your everyday makeup look and then you were going out that night and you wanted to, you know, maybe take your look from day to evening, this is definitely a product that could do that for you. I will be repurchasing this color as well as a few other colors. So yeah, that is it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. When I hit 100 subscribers, we're doing a wonderful giveaway. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at LindaLouBeauty and on TikTok at LindaLou33 and on Facebook at LindaLouBeauty. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your loyalty, your love, your dedication. You guys are fabulous. I freaking love you. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Mwah! Hey everybody. Thank you. Thank you. You like me. You really like me. You are not Sally Fields. No. What do you mean I'm not Sally Fields? That's the meanest thing you've ever said to me. Is that even her name? The one who gave that speech? Hi guys. No, we're not gonna start like that. Hi guys. I am literally so hot. What is this? What is this? I'm recording. So that is... This is a really good look for me. Mwah.